everybody. Thank you very much for stopping by the Bob Dodd Show. Joining us today, my friend, Chris Merritt. Dude, thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate you so much. I find you pretty fascinating.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah. We work together. That's how I met Chris. And one of the days that I showed up, I had no idea who owned the Jeep with the zombie children in it and the zombie blood splattered everywhere on the Jeep. And when I found out it was you, I just wanted to know more about you from the get-go.
Yeah, the Jeep turns heads.
Yeah.
All my vehicles do.
Yeah.
So
you have a love for zombies, or you just like...
I have a love for cars, car meets, the car scene.
Yeah.
And the zombie thing started with my wife's Dodge Charger.
Mm-hmm.
We got into the car scene, started a car club when we had just moved. And we were part of starting a new car club in the area. And we need to stand out a little bit. And we were going to a car show and let's do zombies, you know. And
nice.
The zombie outbreak response team.
That's pretty cool. Now, do you have, what do they call it? Like things, accoutrements, like when you go to the meets, do you have like the heads and the bats with nails in it?
I've had, you know, I've wanted to get like pop-up props and everything, but one car show we went to, we put spider web across the dashboard. We had a fog machine inside of it, you know, cracked the back windows so fog was coming out. Chain, you know, I'd built stands, put chains around the car, blood dripping off the chains, everything like that. Dress up in costume. I may wear a biohazard suit, or my wife does, you know, for some of the car shows that we've gone to before.
Yeah.
You know, just fun, stand out, you know. Like I said, we've into the car scene in the car club, and most people look like your average traffic. I wanted to stand out.
Yeah. Don't look like average traffic, folks. What do they say? That like, oh, so basic.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's pretty cool. Cause like when I first saw that, I was like, man, I have to show my kids this. You know, my kids aren't into zombies or anything, but they love everything 4-wheel drive.
Yeah.
And your Jeep, you know, with your little children in the back window and the hands that you got dangling from the bumpers. I just was like, this is pretty badass. I really appreciate this. This is cool. You know, I can't wait to tell them I worked on Tales of the Walking Dead, you know?
Yeah. And, you know, putting the kids in the back, in the picture for the back seat, I actually put them inside the Jeep, put the windows down, and I was taking pictures of them, and they kept wanting to lean out and put their hands out. And I'm like, no, guys, it needs to look like you're inside the Jeep, you know, so getting them posed and everything, you know, I feel like I'm out there being a photographer taking pictures.
Yeah.
And then I ran into the house, loaded it on the computer, and we printed out the, you know, the window banner.
You printed the window banner out?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, that whole Jeep, everything, I printed out, designed everything.
See, this is why I find you fascinating. Everything that I learn about you, it's like you do everything yourself. You make everything yourself. You made me buy a 3D printer. Now I'm 3D printing things.
Yep.
Dude, my guests think this is so badass. And I do too, man. And so thank you for that.
Absolutely.
Also, thank you for the headphone things too. Like I was like, Chris, you got a 3D printer. You got to check this out, man. I need headphones or headphone holders. And here you did, man. Next day. Can't get things next day, even from Amazon sometimes.
Nope. Yeah.
You know? But yeah, like, so what makes you like able to do all this stuff? You have a lot of fascinating features about yourself. And I know we're just going to scrape the top of it today, but like, dude, like, so you printed your own body wrap. That's amazing.
Yeah.
How did you design it? How did you even draw it? Like, was it all computer based?
Yeah, it was all computer, just, you know, finding blood splatter, you know, patterns and everything and merging them all together, finding handprint smears and, you know, putting them on there, you know, getting the graphics, the zombie outbreak response team, getting a font that I liked, finding something that, you know, I could use without, you know, any kind of copyrights, trademarks, anything like that. You know, it's like, okay, here's a free font, you know. And I went to college for computer graphics and web design,
Oh man.
and then never did anything with it. I didn't want to sit behind a desk.
No, what you just was like, yeah, give us a little backstory about you. Cause you're from what, Baltimore?
I'm from Baltimore.
Yeah. Okay.
Live in Florida's home now, I guess.
Yeah.
Here's home.
Yeah. You
So-
live in construction will do that to you.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
home is wherever I lay my head.
Yeah. That's so Florida. And so you said you went to school for computers, computer design.
Yeah, computer graphics and web design.
Where'd you go?
Kaiser Career Institute.
Kaiser Career
It's a
Institute.
trade. It was a
Yeah.
trade school in Florida.
Man. So that's where you got your skills to do the 3D, or I'm sorry, the printing on the vinyl too, like that.
Yeah.
My
And
gosh.
From being a kid, I loved to draw.
Yeah. So hold
I
on.
was always
You got to give me a picture so I can put up here later. We'll put it in post. Guys, you will love this Jeep. It's so cool. For starters, all right, when I first rolled up to it, he's got a real nice Jeep. So you're looking at it and you're just like, dude had to pay somebody thousands of dollars to do this to his Jeep. And here you did it yourself.
yeah.
You guys can do this at home too. Tell us how.
Well, it's pricey.
Oh,
That's
there
why
it
a wrap is so expensive.
Yeah. What does vinyl wrap cost that you have like printed out? Was it in the thousands?
A roll of vinyl. Let's see.
I mean, you don't have to tell us. I mean, like, I don't want to like go down memory lane and have you jar something and forget about something else.
I don't want to put any of the sign shops or anybody have them pissed off at me
Mm-hmm.
for saying, "Oh, you know."
No, sign shop people just don't have the time to do stuff themselves.
I wrapped my Jeep for $600.
No way.
Yeah.
Dude, we got to wrap the Subaru. Man, because it was done well. I mean, like, seriously, everything's like
Yeah.
done like legit.
Being a Jeep,
Yeah.
I did it in the AC. I took my doors off, my hood off, the fenders off, took it all inside the house, wrapped it in the AC.
Man.
Then I come back out and put the Jeep back together.
That's one thing that's really cool about Jeeps. Now you have that's a JKU, right?
Yeah.
And 2016, 17?
16.
Yeah. I'm having a debate with myself right now. Do I buy older Jeep or do I go for a new Jeep? Because I told you my wife and I were looking at possibly stepping into a Jeep sometime soon. I just don't know. Like
Get used.
Well, I want to. I didn't show you the Jeep that I was looking at. It's an AEV model. I think it's like the 134th one built, So that's a American expedition vehicle. That's it's a company that does stuff. Here, we can pull stuff up. I'll put a picture of what one would look like.
Okay.
Not the one, but I'll show you the one that I'm looking at.
I want the 6x6, but my wife won't let me spend $250,000.
What do they call that? The
Yeah,
apocalypse?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, that's made in Florida, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe so.
So
Hennessy's got one also.
yeah. So this is the vehicle. If it's still for sale, it might not be for sale, but anyway, it's an AEV model. So it has the snorkel.
Yeah.
It has the AEV suspension for overlanding and things like that. It has the bumper with the worn winch.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that our internet's down. Come on, man. It's not even the apocalyptic time
If
yet.
it is, I'm ready for it.
Yeah, that is one thing you are ready for is apocalypse. So
And-
here. This dude keeps all right. There.
Maybe.
There it is.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it right there.
Yep.
Sorry, folks, for the folks at home. I'll have a picture up during all that stuff. But I don't edit anything out. But anyway, so this guy, he's hard to get a hold of, hard to go see, but that's what we're looking at. So, but new, kind of I like the idea of not having to like worry about things going wrong, especially someone put a lift kit on that.
Yeah.
Someone touched it.
Yep. And then buying used and somebody's done aftermarket parts to it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to like what they did to it. It's got to fit your taste.
Who Yeah, that's so true. Because very rarely do you buy something that somebody else likes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
You got to make it yours.
Yeah. You know, like I was looking at Jeeps before I bought this one that I have now, and I found one that had a 6-inch lift on it.
Mm-hmm.
And a little bit too much for me.
Yeah.
You know, so 4-inch lift is what I've got on mine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but you know, if you're buying something used and you know it's got aftermarket parts on it, you have to make sure that you like them, you're comfortable with them, and
they were installed correctly. So,
yeah, absolutely.
You know, I know that a couple people that I know that purchase Jeeps, they're like, "Oh man, it's already got the lift kit on it. It's got this and got that." And you know, you look under there and it says, "Oh yeah, you have Fox shocks," but there's some other things that are missing here.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, that's so wild. Now you said you had plans for your Jeep. You're thinking about putting some 1-ton axles.
I want to put 1-tons on it and some 40-inch tires.
Man, I can't wait. You got to videotape that and start your own YouTube show.
Yeah.
Because I think that would be a big hit.
Yeah.
The zombie Jeep gets, 1-ton axles.
Yeah.
Now, are you going to have to change your, 4-wheel drive?
Yeah, transfer case, transmission, all that, yeah.
Man, and you do that a la carte. Like, you already know how to do all that stuff.
And I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I love turning wrenches.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Well, I have a Land Rover out there.
Let's go tear it apart.
Yeah. Shout out to my buddy Andrew gifting me a vehicle. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. It's pretty cool. One day I'll have pictures of it.
When are my friends going to gift me a car?
I don't know. Any friends out there gifting cars? But dude, so you made all that stuff. You got it printed out. You put it on your car. You do 3D printing stuff. I mean, you do a lot of really, really cool things. What do you do really cool that you don't have an opportunity to talk about? Because maybe some people just don't talk about it.
Man.
Because I know you're into a lot of stuff.
I'm into everything.
Yeah.
What?
Motorcycles?
No.
I found something. Winner, golden ticket.
No. I've ridden motorcycles, but I had a dirt bike, when I was younger. Never got into motorcycles.
You like guns and stuff too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Guns are fun. I really appreciate it. My one thing that I'm going to try to shoot for, talking about guns, I would like to get a nice 22.
Okay.
Put a suppressor on it.
Yeah.
Just so I can, get me and my kids go somewhere. It can go in any gun range and they can work on, what it's like to be a marksman, what it's like to, hit a target, what it's like to try to control yourself and breathe and things like that. I think with my kids, they have they can focus well.
Yeah.
And then sometimes they can't focus well, but I think that they would be able to focus well with that. They do well with jiu-jitsu and like RC cars and different things like that. I'd like to see what they would be like there. So I think I'm going to try to purchase like a nice little 22.
Yeah.
And take them to the range and, get it suppressed. So, we could just use little light hearing protection.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
You have any 22s or anything like that?
No.
No. Okay. Yeah.
Nope.
Man. Cause I don't know too much about them, but I think, they're probably like $400 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that would be a fun thing to do.
There is a 22. I think it's called the brand. It's a Henry 22.
Mm-hmm.
It shoots subsonic.
Okay.
So
just out the gate, subsonic.
Yeah, you can't even hear it shooting. Mm-hmm. So that could alleviate you needing a suppressor.
Yeah, that would.
It's a little I believe it's collapsible and it folds into itself.
Is it like a single shot?
I think so.
Okay. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. That might not be bad. Just to get them looking down the barrel, seeing, getting their breathing correct and getting their posturing correct and their timing.
Yeah.
I think that would be pretty interesting to see what they would do because they haven't shot anything other than Nerf bullets. If you look at my ceiling when you go downstairs, there's blue dots everywhere, dude. It looks like the Starry Night on my ceiling because of the blue and orange bullets that they shoot up there. Oh man, having kids is like a fun thing.
Oh yeah. I've had plenty of welts from, the Nerf rivals, the ones that shoot the foam ball.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
they shoot them
man.
at like 100 feet per second, up to like 130 feet per second.
Yeah, I don't think I couldn't have that here. Someone would lose an eye here. You know, I know they look like little golf balls, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
they got the dimples on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I was working on Electric State, my friend Krista Guzman and we bought a ton of Nerf guns, and that's why we have all these Nerf guns around here. We bought a ton of them, and we gave to all the production assistants and some of the the ads and the directors. We gave them all Nerf guns, and we were like, dude, when you come into base camp, you better watch your back.
I love throwing big birthday party bashes for the kids, everything like that. I'll rent bounce houses, the snow cone machines, cotton candy.
Oh,
I'll rent
yeah.
cotton candy machines, invite all friends over, everything. And of course, front yard looks like a car show.
Yeah.
But we used to have like 50 Nerf guns.
Yeah.
And we were like, here you go. Here's a mask. Here's a Nerf gun.
Oh.
And the entire house was game on.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
we're running around the house.
Oh.
Adults, kids.
Yeah.
And
Did you ever do the laser tag lately? Because I hear laser tag is like on another level now.
it's been probably a year since I've been to a laser tag thing.
Okay. Yeah.
And I love laser tag.
Yeah. Someone was telling me like the laser tag, like when you go to the facilities now, it's no longer just like you're putting on a little dinky vest. It's like a real vest. You got like a real gun, and they have role playing where you have missions and things like that. And if this is old news to folks out there, I'm sorry. It's brand new to me. And now we're thinking about taking the kids to go see that stuff and do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I love laser tag. And then my kids always, oh, we got you. Look, I scored. You're last place, Dad. So what?
Yeah, so what? Oh,
I took it easy on you.
Yeah, my buddy Daniel said, although I'm an adult, I like to play too. I like to show kids I can play too.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
Yeah, I get out there I run around with my kids.
Yeah.
So.
Did you ever get to the fun spot yet in Fayetteville?
No.
You got to go there. It's like, I don't want to say, because I think for you, Six Flags might be closer to you.
Yeah.
But if you go to Fayetteville, there's a place called Fun Spot. It's open all year round. They have go-kart galore, like so many different go-kart tracks to go do. They have a roller coaster that I can only ride once. They got laser tag there, bowling, and all the other fun stuff. It's a cool little spot for like I don't want to. I guess I don't know if it's a family-owned thing, but it's like a small park. It's a small amusement park, and it's just a cool spot. I like it a lot.
Yeah,
yeah, we go there every once in a while, and that's our only like laser tag. But it's kind of dinky, It's like old technology. It's like it's an old thing. You step back and like I think when you go to the Fun Spot, you step back into like 1998. You know what I mean?
Those were the years for us.
Yeah, for us it was. Like I can only imagine like the parks that maybe we went to that were probably from the 70s or early 80s, and that's what we knew. That is our nostalgia.
Born in Maryland, in Baltimore, Knoebels. You know that park in Pennsylvania?
No, I don't know this park.
Hershey Park?
Hershey Park, okay.
Knoebels is a Dollar General version of Hershey Park.
No way.
Where it's free admission and you just pay to get on the rides. But, I mean, I can remember going there in the early 90s.
Yeah.
And I had moved back up to Pennsylvania back in 17. And, of course, bought season passes for Hershey Park. But I'm like, man, Knoebels, it's closer than Hershey Park. Let's go here. I was like, oh, my God. Just the memories it brought back from when I was 10 and 11 years old going there and then taking my kids there.
Oh,
I was like, oh, my God. It's so small.
Yeah. Like we had a spot called White Swan Park. And I remember that place because it was like one of those, like, you don't know if you want your kid riding the roller coaster there or not.
Yeah.
But yet you don't want, your kid not to have fun. Like I was that little kid, and they had a thing, it's called the mouse trap. And it's like this, like literally the little 2-seat thing that looked like a mouse that went through a mouse maze.
Yeah.
You're like 40 feet up in the air. and it's like making a hard turn, and the cart, you can see it.
Yeah.
It can't make the turn smooth. It just goes. Sorry for the sound, guys, but and that was so terrifying. You wanted to keep going back on, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Man, but that stuff's fun. And I forget what the is it called, like, I don't know what it's called, but the fun spot, that roller coaster they got there, like Air Force One or something. It is scary for like a modern roller coaster.
Really?
It gives me the same scaredness, if that's a word. It gives me the same terror as like an old wooden roller coaster, but it's a modern steel roller coaster.
Huh.
Yeah. So it's like pretty rough. But I can't do anything. I can't do like swirly things anymore because I'll just get sick now,
Yeah. Yep.
Like, subscribe, comment down below. What's your favorite park, folks? Tell us about it, It's so funny with work and everything. I'm seeing all these people from Pennsylvania, and I'm hearing all these northern accents down here in the South.
Yeah.
And I'm picking them out, and I'm like, where are you from? They're like, oh, I'm from, Connellsville. It's like, oh, dude, I'm from Pittsburgh. It's like, oh, this is funny. Are you meeting anybody that's from your neck of the woods, whether if it's Baltimore or Florida?
Yeah. Not so much Maryland.
Okay.
Very rarely do I run into anybody from Maryland. Traveling, and being in the construction business, all kinds of people are from Florida.
Yeah.
Where you live? Oh, I live, here. I live over on the East Coast. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But like Panhandle area, I'm not too familiar with, cities, towns, everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But, up and down the East Coast, I know everything there. People are like, oh, I'm from here. Oh, no way. 20 minutes away from you.
Yeah.
So
that's cool. We were talking before we came up here, we were eating some food, and we were talking about different personalities that, that we find in the construction site. Cause I like to look and think about, just my everyday life, like an episode of a TV show. Like, who are the characters in it? What are the personalities of the characters?
yeah.
And we have some really good characters that work with us. And I sit there and think to myself, to the folks that are in the film world, I relate a lot to people that are in the film world. I don't know if it's, you can say Carney, you can say film world people, and I don't know what it is with the trait or the mentality of those types of people. I'm looking for that in the construction world, and it's not there, and but they're not to say that they're not like awesome characters or awesome people, because obviously I've had a handful of them on already from where we work, and I work with you, it's like, and I'm just sitting there thinking to myself like, oh man, I don't know if anybody really gets me here or not yet,
Yeah.
It's like, but you strike me so much as a film person. Like, if I met you at the Walgreens and bumped into you on accident, I would have been like, oh, what show are you working on? Because you carry that, I don't know, that glow with you. I don't know. So I find that very interesting, You're definitely a film person for sure.
Huh.
Yeah, which is a good thing.
I always thought I was an asshole.
Well, film people might be that. I don't know. I can be an asshole sometimes. I don't mean to be, but sometimes it is. But yeah, I connected with you quick. I feel like that. I was like, oh man, especially like all the cool stuff that you're into and things like that. And I always try to tell people when we're on the podcast and things like that, do you have any funny, or I try to get funny stories told. Do you have any favorite like construction stories that come to mind, or like crazy stories? I don't know. Like, Brian was here. We talked about accidents and we talked about certain things like that.
Crazy story. Nobody locks the doors to the bathroom.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've opened the door on people going to the bathroom a million times.
Do you think that's
lock the doors?
Yeah, that hasn't happened to me yet. I think I'm pretty good at locking the door, but yeah, that happens. Wow,
all the time.
All the time.
I've done it half a dozen times already.
Oh, really?
On site.
Man,
it's like, oh my God, lock the door.
Next thing you know, I'm gonna go in and then I'm just gonna wait for you. I'm like, nah! You're right. We don't want doors. Oh,
We've been shut down because it was too dusty, couldn't see anything. We've got dusted out on
wow.
a project.
Was that in the Kansas area when you're working?
No.
Okay.
No,
Here
that
in
was in Florida.
Florida.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yep, we were dusted out.
That's wild. What's a dust out like? You just can't. Is it like a sandstorm or
Yeah,
something?
it was a sandstorm. Come out of nowhere.
Man.
And we got I've never been dusted out before.
Hidalgo just coming out of Florida. You got Hidalgo, bro.
I've been shut down for snow. When I was in Pennsylvania, we were shut down for a snowstorm. We had 3 foot of snow in March.
Wow. We're about to get 3 foot of snow here in North Georgia.
And I'm gonna take the Jeep and go find it.
Well,
My kids want to go hunting for snow, so this is the weekend to do it.
yeah, I'm gonna tell my kid, like, get out of the house and get on your quad and ride around the neighborhood or something. Yeah, that's one of the things up in Pittsburgh. And I say up because we're down, but up in Pittsburgh, like we would go urban snowboarding downtown Pittsburgh, and we would drive around through the city. We would hit up Liberty Avenue, because that's a nice long straight way. Then we'll go like towards, I don't know, man, like Permane Brothers, which is in the Strip District. And then we would go towards the Hill because, nobody's going to mess with you in the Hill District. And there's hills,
Yeah.
so you drive up and then ski them down, Some of the black dudes be like, there's some white dudes driving down. Oh, they got snowboards, and like they're like, yeah, go for it, dude, like through 60. And then we just like end up falling underneath a car, sliding underneath a car. Shout out to my buddy Brennan, man. Dude, we would go snowboarding all the time in the city, right around the point. Sometimes we would, get pulled over. Like, you guys are driving on the grass, and we'd be like, sorry, we didn't know. We knew,
Yeah, you got to play it off. We didn't realize we were off the road.
We didn't realize it. You're on a sidewalk right now. Didn't look like it, but there's so much snow. It's like looking at us like, are you drunk? We had good times there snowboarding in the city, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever get any urban snowboarding happening?
Nope, I've never urban snowboarded before.
We got to take you urban snowboarding.
Yeah, I've been snowboarding. It slopes and everything, but no urban.
Yeah, I tried snowboarding once on the slopes at this place called Seven Springs. I couldn't do it. Now I can snowboard behind a car getting pulled, but I can't snowboard down a hill and hitting a mogul. I turn into a snowball quicker than anything, and I'd get broke. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. But yeah, I don't know. Most of the people that listen to this podcast like to hear funny stories or crazy stories or things about industry or things that you're into. And, I feel like there's so much to know about you and get to learn about you. We've already hit a couple topics, tell us a little about yourself, man. Like, how did you come to go to graphic design and then end up in the construction industry?
Graduated high school and I wanted to go into the Coast Guard. Couldn't get in because of my medical background. My best friend went to Kaiser for computer networking. And he's like, oh man, computer networking, they got computer graphics and design. And I'm like, really? So I like drawing and I'm into design work, designing and everything like that. So he talked me into going to college. I had no plans of going to college. I didn't know what I planned on doing after I couldn't get into the service. And went to college for computer graphics and web design. And I was like, I graduated, and I was like, I don't want to sit behind a desk. I don't like it. I got into construction, residential, commercial, working with my best friend because his dad was a general contractor. So worked with him for years.
What kind of line of work was that?
It was all residential, commercial. He had one of the largest contracts with the city rental company. So somebody, tenant would move out of the house. We'd go in and whatever needed to be done. Every phase of construction. If we had to retile, recarpet, repaint, redo the roof, do any drywall, metal, anything, any electrical work, anything, plumbing. He did everything, and I got my hands in every bit of residential. And then he took on some commercial projects, got into some commercial buildings, doing remodeling, things like that, expansions, rebuilds, everything like that.
So that's where, like, is that where you got your chops to do all the, like, the physical labor stuff besides all the technical stuff too? Or do you always have your, like, interest in being able to do mechanical things? And
from a kid, my dad was a grease monkey and turning wrenches and everything like that. So I was out there on the weekends with him, and we were turning wrenches, fixing something, whether it be car, lawnmower, whatever it was. We were always turning wrenches covered in grease.
Oh, that's cool.
So, that all came from my dad.
Nice.
The hands-on and, just being, I don't even know what word I'm looking for.
Crafty. You're pretty crafty.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. And then you found your way into, like, basically commercial construction, which we're in now.
Yep. That came, I was prior to the commercial, industrial construction, warehousing after I had left, working with my best friend, got into warehousing. And it was warehousing, and we had expanded, and we opened up a call center. The owner of the company had a friend and like, hey, we know somebody who's looking to start a call center. And he's like, well, the people next to us are moving out. We can buy 10,000 square foot of warehouse space, and we can start a call center.
Wow.
So again, my construction side kicked in, and we built out. It ended up being 100,000 square foot building. And I went from being a warehouse manager to the facility manager of the entire building. And our biggest client said, yeah, we sold, we're going overseas. And I said, well, what does that look like for me in 6 months? And this opportunity to get into industrial construction found its way to me.
Yeah.
So I didn't wait to find out what was going to happen. I jumped ship.
So when you jumped ship, and did you ever find out what did happen to the company?
They're still successful.
Oh, great.
So I still keep in contact with a couple of the people from there.
Nice.
So they're still successful.
That's good. That's really good.
Yeah.
That's cool. And now you're I mean, dude, like, traveling, the fact that when you talk about commercial work and travel, a lot of people can't bring family along, but you're able to.
Yeah.
You take your family everywhere you go.
Even they've always traveled with me. There's been 2 times they did not, 1.5, because they showed up at the end of the school year. They came up. But one full job I went to that they did not come to because I was only supposed to be there 3 weeks, and it ended up being 5 months. So...
Yeah. Yeah. The housing predicament for you, I can see getting hairy sometimes, whether or not if a job's going to start or if it does. Yeah. That's really rough on the construction world. And folks, if you're not in the construction world and you just are tuning in and knowing about it, like, sometimes you'll think you're going on a job and then it falls out, and all the things, the leases and all the plans that you had, and the RV park rental deposit that you'll never get back.
Yep. I've been there.
Yeah. Like it that happens to folks in the construction world.
Yeah.
Like, people that's one thing that, construction, like, I thought I would see more carnies like myself that travel to film or whatever. Like the carnies, but they're not that way a lot of times. I really thought I would see more people like that.
Yeah.
But construction people, they're a different type of mentality. I don't want to say roughneck, but, like, definitely folks in our industry, they're rugged, rough. Not to say, because film people are just as rugged and rough, but film people have, I think, the room to at least know that they're making, fantasy.
Yeah.
Where construction work is like, this is serious. We need to get this done. We have deadlines. It's, film, it's like, oh, we're going to build this and rip it out all in the same week. So it's like, hey, if it is what it is, obviously the structural things that need to be there for safety,
Yeah.
We take extremely serious. But I think that I was hoping in the construction world, I would see more people with the ability to enjoy their job. But I noticed that a lot of people just don't enjoy their job.
Yeah.
They are just there.
Yeah.
Like that's why I think I'm drawn to like you and Dudley and like a whole handful of different people, because they actually like their job.
Yeah.
And when the thick gets tough and rough, they like it better. I don't know.
Yeah, they don't back down from it. They like the challenge.
Yeah, they like the challenge. But like, there's a handful of people that it's just like, man, if it gets rough, I'm just here.
Yeah.
But I always say we have an anomaly of our team where we're working, because we are surrounded by good dudes and good ladies that are there and they're willing to do the work.
Yep.
Now, personalities are always tough to deal with. And when I sit there and think about the different personalities that we have, like in our construction crew, when I go to the block, I see people that look agitated and that come back up to where we are. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I don't have to be down there. I'm with my people again.
Yeah, we're laughing and joking. And
yeah, we're like our crew smiles and laughs and is able to do the things that they need to do.
Yeah.
And every time I have to go down and it's like, oh man, I'm going to go in the depths of hell here for a second, And then every time I come back out to the, to where we are, it's just like I see all my buddies again.
Yeah. We're your ray of sunshine.
Yes, you guys are. Like, our crew is pretty sweet. I think like it's an anomaly that we have so many nice people and so many good people at their craft. And, obviously people decide to, either stay or come or go or whatever it is. But it seems like everybody that lands where we are, it just happens to be, all right, man, you fit. Let's go rock and roll.
Yep. Yeah. It's kind of like, you're welcome into the family with open arms, you know, and we all get along.
Yeah.
Everybody does, nobody's complaining or anything like that.
No.
Tasks are given out in the morning, and
we have rough days though, guys. I mean, like it is work, but yeah, you're right. Everybody's with each other.
Yeah. Today was a rough day. It rained all day. Like 90% of the day it rained.
Yeah, listen, Mike, don't say it's going to be an easy day anymore, okay? 15 trucks later.
Yep. But, we all cheer each other up, and,
It is good. One of my favorite times, is in the morning time. I get there, I start my machine. When Julia was there, I used to go start her machine too.
Yeah.
But, I start my machine, I get to my car, and I sit down and I breathe, and I listen to whatever on the YouTube, and I get ready for the day. That's like my favorite part of the day in the morning, because you never know what you're gonna get throughout the day. But I sit there and all right, like I'm ready, and I get out to my machine. We do our morning routine and go through the team meeting and stuff like that. And by the time we're going, some days, dude, it feels like, I can't believe how long it is, and it's only 9 a.m. Or it's like, I can't believe it's lunchtime already.
Yeah.
I guess everybody has these things. You're probably at, a bagger at a food market or somewhere, and you're just like, oh, I feel the same way. Everything
it's
relates.
Only 9 o'clock. Holy crap, it's already time to go home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have those days like, man, it's Monday again. It's Monday 3. Mm-hmm. And this week had me all messed up. I was a day ahead. I don't know how I got a day ahead. Oh yeah, it's Friday. No, today's only Thursday.
Are you looking forward to something?
No, not at all. Today is Thursday, right?
It is Thursday.
Okay. Yeah. See, I'm all week. I have been like a day ahead, and I don't know why or how I got there, but like I was like a day ahead.
Maybe you woke up early.
I've been waking up a half an hour earlier than normal. I don't know why. Just like 5 o'clock, I'm like, I'm wide awake. Why? My alarm doesn't go off till 5:30. I don't get out of bed till 5:45. I've
Yeah.
got my routine. Why am I waking up?
Oh, dude, your sleep habit.
Yeah,
Maybe you need to go get a sleep check.
maybe.
You know, man. I know. I did one of those sleep apnea tests,
Yeah.
and like the the test came back. It was like, well, you don't need the machine, but we would recommend it. It's like, I get it. You're telling you legally have to tell me I don't need it,
Yeah.
but you think my life would be better if I had it, so I should buy this $2,500 machine. Oh, yeah. Medical stuff always cracks me up about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, being that you were an operator of equipment and things like that, do you have a favorite piece of equipment to run?
I've only ever run forklifts and skid steers.
Okay.
I love operating a forklift.
Yeah.
You know, the trickier the pick is, or whatever, the more excited I am about it.
Yeah.
Been in a 12K forklift carrying 14,000 pounds on the front two wheels.
Oh man. There you go. The balance nature.
My back tires are like 6 inches off the ground, and I'm like, oh boy,
Oh yeah.
carrying a transformer.
Oh man. Yeah. See, that takes a lot of skill. You know, that takes a lot of skill, because I particularly, I appreciate the tough moments. Like, I would say that I'm pretty good at doing sketchy things.
Yeah.
I just think that, you got to know when is enough,
Yeah.
and that way you could buy yourself a little bit more time.
Yep.
Yeah. It's funny, because one thing I really appreciate about you is that when you're helping me and you're flagging me, you're really good at your hand signals. You know how the machine operates.
Yeah.
So when you want me to go up and out, you're not telling me to do something. Like some folks don't operate the machines, so they'll give me hand signals as if like I can just do whatever they want.
Yeah.
You have an understanding of that the machine does what it does.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And being spotting you, I know what you can see, what you can't see, and I make sure that I can see you, at least your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I'll look through the smallest cracks between the boom and the hydraulic hoses and everything, and try to see you. If you're looking at me, look at me here. I know you can see me.
Yeah.
And nope. Okay, you're not looking there. I'll crouch down and get below the boom. Between the tire, whatever.
You get down like a Ninja Turtle. I love your
That's
hat,
right.
and you're like this. Oh.
Just because I know what you can see, what you can't see. So I want to make sure that when I'm signaling you, that you can see me. And that I'm in a safe position, that if something does go wrong, I'm not going to get hurt, and that I can see everything that I need to see and still be in sight of view.
Yeah.
To signal you to what we need to do.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so true. A lot of people don't have a chance to think about pinch points because they're busy doing something else.
Yeah.
So it's really up to the operator to always think about pinch points, and folks that work with cranes and heavy material, and, just anything can happen at any second.
Yeah.
And, sometimes when we are in our circle in the morning, we talk about maybe previous experiences we have with whether if it's a tragedy or if it's, like someone that got injured or something like that. It's we have to remind ourselves that it's really real.
Yeah.
It's like I always say that, oh man, man, like forget about it. I had a saying, but it doesn't make sense, so I'm not going to bring it up. But it's just like things are going to happen, and we know they're going to happen. We just don't know when it's going to happen. It's inevitable.
We are in a dangerous environment.
Yeah.
When we are at work, something can go wrong at any time.
Mm-hmm.
And my father-in-law was in the industry, from the time he was 18, and so my wife has moved around, with my father-in-law moving from job to job. So my wife's lived everywhere, and so this is all, perfectly fine with her. When I first got into it, it's like, wait, the job's over and we've got to move to the next one. What, we've got to move?
Yeah.
And then 6 months later, we've got to move again. And a year later, we've got to move again. I've got friends who haven't moved at all.
Yeah.
And my newest pet animal has more miles under their belt than my friends who are 40 years old, 45 years old have under their belt.
Yeah, bring us a little closer to you. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's so wild, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like, when you're thinking about construction work, nobody talks about the travel.
No.
Nobody. I mean, I shouldn't say nobody talks about the travel, but like, it's not brought up. It's really not. When I talk about construction to friends that are in construction, they don't talk about the travel.
No. And I mean, when, got out of high school, tried to get into the service, didn't work, went and did construction. I worked in my town. I didn't travel out of town. We may have gone away for like 2 days to, the other side of the state, but like nothing like industrial where we're moving state to state or anything like that. So,
What do you think the biggest secret is to, keeping your family together and keeping them happy?
Always making sure you make time for them.
Yeah.
I come home from work and there are times I'm just, I've had a day and, get home and it's like, all right, I got to leave that at work. Just like we say, in the morning, leave your feelings at the gate.
Yeah.
Same thing. I need to leave my feelings at the gate when I come home, and when I'm home, it's family time.
Yeah.
Don't stress about work. Don't worry about what happened. Don't worry about what's coming tomorrow. Focus on the family time. Give all the attention to my kids, my wife, everything like that.
Yeah.
So try to leave the feelings at the gate.
Man, if you were going to give any advice to folks that are getting into the industry, what kind of advice would you give them?
Get into it at a young age. I wish that I would have known about it when I was 18.
Sure.
And gotten into it when I was 18 years old. It's depending, if we get into, industrial. My kids have lived in 8 different states.
Oh, wow.
So being able to broaden the cultures that you see, from different city to city, going from living in the city to out in the country, just the things that you can see, and you can travel overseas and, broaden everything that you see, to different countries,
Yeah, as long as your company's going there, right?
Yeah. But I was like I wish I would have known about this at 18 years old.
Yeah.
I could have lived in a lot more states than I've already touched down on. But
see, you got the gypsy vibe. I'm telling you, you're the carny. I'm telling you, that's why I dig it, bro.
Like I said, when I first got into it, I said, "Wait, what do you mean we've got to move?" I've moved more in my industrial construction career than I have moved from the time I was born until I got into industrial construction.
Yeah.
I've moved from Maryland to Florida, and in Maryland, I think we may have lived in 2 houses, and in Florida, 2 different houses. And I've lived in 8 or 9 different states, since I've been in industrial construction.
What's your favorite state?
Man, Texas.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And what part of Texas?
Oh, now you're going to go to part? I don't know, man.
Okay.
I've been in Dallas. I've been in Houston. I've been in San Antonio. But just that. You can have 4 seasons in the same day in Texas.
Oh, wow.
It can be sunny and it can be snowing in the same state.
Yeah.
Or, 90 degrees on one side and you've got a blizzard on the north end of Texas.
Yeah. Texas is huge, man.
It is.
I think that, I like Texas. I applied for a spot at SpaceX that was in Boca Chica.
Yeah.
And it was just like a janitorial kind of like position. and well, maintenance, but it was on the janitorial side of things.
Yeah.
And you know, it didn't pay amazing, but I was sitting there thinking to myself, like, man, if I'm not going to do movie stuff, I'm just going to apply to jobs that I think are interesting.
Yeah.
You know, do interesting things. And SpaceX never got back to me. So I ended up going this route, you know, the construction route. But I was like, man, if I'm going to go clean toilets near rockets, I'm going to clean some toilets near rockets, man. Like, I'm going to get to see some rockets and like, or different materials. And dude, their machine shop's probably so badass.
Yeah.
You know, so, but working in construction, do you get a chance to see the machine shops and stuff like that? I mean, you've done a lot of different things.
Yeah. Like I've been into some of the control houses, you know, control rooms on power plants and everything, and, you know, into their workshops and everything, and the amount of toys that they have, you know, it's like, oh my God, I want that in my garage, you know, and, you know, it's just like, oh my God, look at that. And I want that. And
you
can
see
I play with that? You know,
bench lathe or 5-axis, you know, oh man, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Dude, if you were to do something else, what would you do?
I don't know.
Really? Oh man. Fly planes? No.
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 My brother-in-law's a pilot.
Oh, really?
I'll let him fly me around.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, because sometimes, dude, I just want to make pizzas.
There you go.
You know, like sometimes it's just I want to make pizza. I don't care. I'm not like if I was a millionaire, I'd probably start a pizza shop.
There you go. My wife has a retirement plan. We have a pontoon boat. She wants to.
The SS. Oh, hey.
I don't remember what she wanted to do, but she wanted to open up a shop on the boat.
Oh, wow.
And just like there was somebody in Florida that would go out, you know, and they'd be cruising the inlet and everything and selling, you know, like a hot dog cart on a boat.
Yeah.
She's like, this is what we're going to do. And I don't remember, maybe she said she wanted to do fishing
Okay.
off a pontoon boat, you know, and you can fish and you can just kick back, relax. Because I've got a Sun Tracker 18-foot bass buggy, which is their fishing pontoon.
Yeah.
So I've got live wells and rod holders and, you know, fish finder and everything on it. So it's decked out for fishing.
Yeah.
My wife's like, that's what it was. She wants to do a fishing, you know, retirement, like lake fishing charter.
Yeah, you should. You should do that.
I don't want to. I just want to be the one out fishing. I don't want to have to charter
Well,
people.
she could charter and you could be a fish. You could be the secret boss. You're like that TV undercover boss.
There you go.
She would know.
She would. We'll have to figure out a way that she doesn't know.
Dude, we could put you a prosthetic.
You were in the film industry.
I know
you got makeup artists. You can.
Yeah. We could change you.
Yeah.
Dude, we could turn you like we do your nose, make it a little bit more round. We can give you bigger cheeks. So
there
you look bigger or whatever. And give you a little heavy suit or something like that.
The mohawk would give it away though.
No. We have skin caps.
Okay.
Yeah, skin caps. We could give you a balding look. You know what I'm saying? We could do so much. I want to do this.
There we go.
Undercover boss, husband edition. Don't steal at CBS.
That's right. If you do, we want our royalties.
Yes, royalty me now, please. Oh, dude. Yeah. See, this is where I'm getting at, man. Like, you're on my wavelength. I get it. But I would open up a pizza shop, man. I would have like nothing but like motorcycles and monster trucks.
There you go.
4x4s and motorcycles.
Yeah.
You know, I love motorcycles so much. I love, you know, 4-wheel drive so much. It would be like an overlanding expedition pizza shop.
There you go. See, anything, if I wanted to start my own business, whatever venture I went into, there would be car meets there every Saturday night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would start the car scene. If there's not one, you know, if there is one, hey, come on over, you know, I'll open my shop up for you guys, you know.
That's a thing. I started putting a plan together for the town of Noonan, and I was calling it Our Town Initiative. And I haven't started yet, but I have a couple businesses that are on board that are, I basically visit their business, whether if it's a food spot or if it's a music store or whatever. And I just want to do like a 2-minute or 3-minute excerpt of like, hey, this is what we have in Noonan, check this out. So, I'm thinking that having like a meetup, maybe are you good at like making Jeep meetups?
Here, no. But I know that there is a Jeep club in this area.
Mm-hmm.
So I've gone to one like twice, I think. Just, work schedule conflicts with when they're they're doing them. So I'm like, I want to go, but I can't. I'm not even off of work yet.
Yeah. You work a lot of Saturdays too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, well, it could be a Sunday because I have this idea of doing like a 4x4 and 2 wheels day or something like that. Bring your cool 4x4 vehicle or your cool motorcycle.
Yeah.
Because they have that perfect square downtown Noonan. Have you been down there?
No.
Oh my gosh, you would love it. I think you would like it. Yeah, but it's a bit far away from you. You're about what, like an hour from here or 45 minutes from
Maybe
here?
40, 45 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a stretch for you. Yeah.
Everything's a stretch for me.
Yeah.
I'm so far removed from anything. Like it takes me 10 minutes to get out of my neighborhood.
Oh, wow.
And then 20 minutes to get to any
highway
civilization pretty much.
Wow.
It's all back roads, windy roads until I get to some sort of highway.
Yeah.
Major roadway.
You don't have to say, you tell me later, but like, oh, okay. Yeah. Well, one of these days you got to venture down here to check it out because it is pretty cool. One thing I love about Georgia is all of the different small town squares.
Yeah.
They have beautiful, beautiful squares everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And see, one, thing that I love about being in this industry, I can, hey, you're going to go here. Okay, well, let me see what small town, I love the mom and pop shops, the farmer markets, everything like that. I'd rather go to a mom and pop restaurant than go into one of your chains. I love supporting the local businesses.
Yeah.
They put passion and heart into their cooking and, their experiences and everything versus going to a regular chain restaurant.
Yeah. Now, with Texas, I know you like Texas, but do you have a favorite city that you like to be in or visit or go eat at with all the different traveling?
Oddly enough, being from Baltimore, being a big city, I love the city. The traffic doesn't bother me. I'll sit in traffic for 2 hours to move a mile. Doesn't bother me one bit. But then I also enjoy being out in the middle of nowhere with nobody on the road.
Easy dude to please.
Now I don't even have a favorite city in Dallas or in Texas. I've been in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I've been in the Houston area. I've been in San Antonio. I've been in the big city areas. I haven't been anywhere further west of San Antonio. I haven't been up north, northwest Texas, anything like that. I'd love to see all that. I want to see the tumbleweed.
Sure, yeah.
I haven't seen any of that. I was like, I want to get out there, but it would take you 2 days to get across the state of Texas.
Yeah. I like New Mexico. I think there's not, a lot that I could say about New Mexico, but when, I've done my couple cross-country road trips, I really like New Mexico. I like Carlsbad, New Mexico.
Yeah.
Santa Fe, Arizona, and all that stuff. I love California. I just don't know if I could live there,
I've never been, and I don't know if I want to go. I want to go just to say I've been there. Excuse me, but
it's beautiful.
I don't go.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And I think that there's a lot of things that would make me want to move and live to California.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things that just make me not be able to afford it.
Yeah.
You know? But I love going to all these different places for work, you know? And I would like to say that I love Tennessee. I love Georgia, you know, from a person that's from Pittsburgh to love all these little southern towns and things like that. I wonder, where was I in my previous life, you know, that I really connect with these small town, southern town things. Cause they look at me, I'm just a Yankee, you know what I mean? Like I'm a damn Yankee. So, you know, besides being called a damn Yankee, you know, sometimes they talk to you like that too, you know what I mean? But it's okay. It's all good. But, you know, I really appreciate some of the, I don't know, it's like the tempo of these little towns.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like nothing's going by too quick.
Yeah.
It's just the right speed for me. You know, if I want to go for a motorcycle ride or something like that, you know, there's perfect roads. If I want to go off-roading, there's perfect roads.
Yep.
No matter what direction. Yeah, that's why I was like wondering, like, what do you like and what are you interested in? What cities and what places that you like a lot?
I like the water.
Yeah.
Hate the beach. Love the water.
Okay.
I don't like getting sandy.
Do you like oceans or
Oceans?
Oceans. Okay.
Yeah. I love the ocean. Scuba diving, snorkeling.
That could be part of your pontoon business.
Yeah.
You know, when I see Jeff Meadows in the morning, I always go, where are you at today? Because, you know, he's like always looking like, because he goes on all those vacations.
I can say he's on vacation more than he's at work.
Well, you know, his wife is a vacation planner.
Huh.
Yeah. So
I'm going to have to talk with him because I'm planning a vacation.
You should.
Can't say anything because the kids are going to watch this. So,
okay.
Going to have to.
Well, listen, if you folks, you know, I'll put a link in the description if he gives one to me tomorrow. But if you ever need a vacation, you got to hit my boy Jeff. His wife is a vacation planner, and from the advice that he has given me, they'll help you out and get you on the right vacation. That's for sure.
Man.
Yeah.
Never knew that.
Well, you know, you got to talk to guys.
I know,
not about work sometimes, you know. And plus, you know, he does go on a lot of vacations. So, you know, I'm just like, sort of be back, huh? He just goes, and I'm like, all right. And then the next day you just see him, he's staring out like, you know, it looks like he's looking through the walls. So I was just like, where are you at, buddy? Are you on a beach somewhere? And he's like, yeah. So I just started saying, you know, like, hey, where are you at today? And he's like, oh, and I'm really thinking about, you know, I don't know, like whatever island he's been.
Now I'm going to go tomorrow when I see him. Hey, where you at?
He's like, what? You got to get him at the lunch table when he's like, just looking up in the air. What a good dude. Oh, Jeff Meadows, man. Awesome dude.
Yeah.
You and your crew, man. I love them. But, you know, it's like, you know, that's what I get out of all these places that I go. My wife, she tells me, she goes, Bob, you've had so many different jobs. You do so many different things. When one thing fizzles out, or if it's not there, you're already on something to go do something else.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know why. I like, it's, you know, it sucks that the film industry, you know, takes a breather for a second and we got to go find something else to do. And, you know, thank God that I'm now an operator engineer.
Yeah.
You know, like they've fed me for the past 2 years and been so good to me. You know what I mean? Like, I got to love them, you know? And she's like, well, maybe you're supposed to be going to these jobs to talk to the people that you're talking to.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, I never thought about it that way. You know, maybe you need to be there to make friends with some of these people.
Yeah.
And I just sit there and say, man, half of these people say they don't even want to make friends while they're there. So I don't know.
But if you're on a job long enough, you don't make friends, you make family.
Yeah.
And it's such a small knit group in industrial construction. Somebody that you know knows somebody else that you also know, but you don't know that you both know the same person.
Yeah.
It's such a small knit group and, traveling states. And it's like, oh, hey, I hadn't seen you in a couple of years. Hey, how have you been? How's the family? And these people that you travel with become your family.
Totally.
Like I moved away from my parents, moved away from my in-laws. So me and the wife are on our own with 3 kids and no babysitter, nothing like that. And it's, oh, hey.
Can we give some shout outs to your wife?
Yeah, absolutely.
What was her-
Brittany.
Brittany, I tell you, you're an amazing woman. I know that for a fact. A fact. Dealing with all that. So my hats off to you. Amazing.
But it's such a small knit group that travels, and does we do all these jobs. You're gonna run into somebody, whether you worked with them on the previous project or 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You're gonna run into them sooner or later.
Yeah.
And you become family. So anywhere I go, I've always got a family with me.
Yeah.
So
that's cool. And I do feel comfortable enough to you, like, hey man, if you need anything, just hit me up.
yeah,
So that goes to show you that with the construction family, that's pretty good. Because you guys do move around a lot. A lot of folks do.
yep,
I'm surprised that Dudley and them, they finally found like a nice spot to be in
yeah,
after months and months and months of being in that really bad hotel.
yeah,
I guess the hotel isn't that bad. I've stayed in worse, and it was close to the site, but where they're at now, they seem to be happy.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. What's the big takeaway for people in construction? Do you think it's the money? It has to be the money, right? Because people in construction do a lot of like life altering things to be there.
Yeah.
I don't know any steel worker that's like, I really can't wait to bolt this together. This is gonna be sweet. They're just like, oh man, we'll get it up there.
Yeah, and the personalities. You've got your go-getters, then the guys who's it's gonna be there tomorrow too.
Yeah.
So it's strenuous, it's stressful. We've got deadlines. So somebody's always yelling from above. Hey, and then it's got to roll downhill. Hey guys, we know that we're not harping over you all day long, but pick up pace a little bit.
Yeah.
See you standing around for 15 minutes. Yeah, okay. See you standing around for 45 minutes. Hey, you're not doing nothing.
Hey, some folks need to be standing by though.
Yeah.
I know there's sometimes, I don't know if it's 45 minutes, but there was times when, I'm sitting there waiting to go do something because that was the last task, and you're waiting. Like I always tell people, especially when I'm on a job, I'm getting paid hourly, but this is for my position though. I'm not speaking for other crafts, but I'm standing by.
Yeah.
So I am on, so please don't think I'm just sitting here doing nothing because this is what I choose to do.
Yeah. And see, like being, on the management side now, I've been on the craft side where, sitting around waiting for somebody to say, hey, I need your help. Hey, you come, and like, you're not doing nothing. Well, I just got here 5 minutes ago. But the first thing that pops into their head is, you've been sitting there for an hour. You could just stop, turn your machine off, and somebody come walking up on you, and you've been sitting there for an hour.
Yeah.
I said, no, that's not the case. But that is the first thing that pops into their head, is that you've been sitting there for an hour not doing nothing when there's things that can be done.
Yeah.
I was like, no, that's not the case. So me, when I go out into the field or whatever, and I see you, it's like, you haven't been sitting there for an hour. I know that. I know how everybody works and what they're doing, and the ones that, need a little bit of, hey, come on, let's go. Your 15-minute break is now 25 minutes, but come on, let's go. You know, but you know, the first thing management is, oh my God, they've been sitting there for an hour not doing nothing.
Yeah.
Nope, been standing here for 2 minutes.
Yeah. I guess from the film background, I have a different lens that I just look at people through. In the film industry, you're not worried about what other people are doing.
Yeah.
You have no time to, even if you're on the same crew. You know, I was very fortunate for when I was gripping. I worked with a grip crew that was called Gripolotopus, and the Gripolotopus crew was just a bunch of heavy hitters, man. Like everybody knew their job very, very well. Everybody was very good at their job. So we all had our place and our stage, almost like a basketball team or a football team had their places and stages.
Yeah.
So, you know, we knew that the pocket guy was always going to be on the inside. You know, the runner was always going to be running. You know, the guy who had the carts, he had the carts covered, you know. So we never really worried about what are other people doing.
Yeah.
When you guys have teams, you know, well, I still don't see it, but like, cause once again, I don't sit there and think about why is that guy just walking around out there with a clipboard? You know, cause like if I thought that way, it'd be easy to think that way about anything and everybody.
Yeah.
You know, I just sit there and I look at people doing their thing, especially when I go to the block and you have the two bosses talking. Like, I'll do 3 laps around the block, you know, to sit there and say, I'm supposed to meet, you know, the millwrights guy on this road somewhere. And I see the two bosses, you know, talking. And if I ever heard them say to their guys, like, oh, you can't be standing around, you know, it's like, dude, I just watched you talk for 30 minutes as I was, you know, driving this forklift around.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I don't know. So, but like, I don't have that mentality. I don't sit there and think about like what other people doing, you know, but I do see, you know, that people do take advantage of people, especially, you know, taking advantage of their kindness, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I see that. Oh, I do miss the film industry.
I'm fascinated. You know, you said you're fascinated with me and, you know, my sporadic and my adventures and this and that. I'm fascinated, and, you know, you call me your friend. I'm glad, and I'm glad to call you my friend. I've got a friend who did film. That is awesome. You know, like, oh man, you know, I know somebody who has worked on movie productions and this and that. You know, that is like a once in a lifetime chance. I feel like to meet somebody who has worked in a movie on a movie set.
Yeah, there's a lot of us actually here in Georgia. There's a ton of them, and a lot of us are looking for jobs right now.
I've been on Double Dare.
No way. Tell me about this Double Dare.
I was 10, 11. I don't even remember. I remember I was on it.
Can we see it? I mean, is it on?
It was somewhere.
Do you remember what episode? Maybe.
No.
I probably watched you. I probably watched you on Double Dare.
We had come down to Florida for a vacation. You know, I was living in Maryland. We had come down to Florida for a vacation, and we went to Universal Studios, and me and my dad got picked to play Double Dare.
Oh, my. And you don't remember it?
No.
How old were you? Like 8?
Yeah, 10, 11.
10 or 11?
Yeah. I remember you know, like getting called to go on the show and everything. As far as like what we did, what, you know, what obstacles we ran. I don't remember any of that.
Dude, we have to find that little segment. That would be great. Oh, for folks who don't know, who are out there, like, I don't know, let's see, Lily and counselor,
Jonathan,
Contavious. You guys probably don't know anything about Double Dare.
Even Baby Chris.
Baby Chris looks older than he is. So, yeah, I forget that he's super young. He's very mature.
He is
very mature.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, good crew, good people. Shout out to you guys. You guys know who you are. Double Dare. See, every which way I turn, I find something new and exciting about you and interesting. I used to watch Double Dare as a kid on Nickelodeon all the time. And
Yep.
like the obstacle course. I mean, it was like a childhood gladiator, you know?
Yep.
Except for slime and,
Yeah.
you know.
Yep. Like I said, I don't even remember the obstacles that we played, but I could remember, watching the show and, climbing up the nose looking for the flag and, jumping in the mouth, I
Did you get
remember all of
slimed?
them.
Did you get all messed? No?
I don't remember. We didn't win.
Oh,
So we got beat by the other family.
Okay.
But I don't remember any of it.
Wow. What do you remember from your childhood? I mean, you have a Ninja Turtle ensemble on right now. So, what do you remember? Like, I remember G.I. Joes. I
remember G.I. Joe's, Transformers, Voltron.
Yeah, dude.
All those 80s cartoons.
Dude, that little
all
rubber
the toys.
little rubber ball, like the monster ball or whatever, and then you squeeze it and the eyes pop out.
Yeah.
Oh, my Cabbage Patch Kids and
Yep.
Garbage Pail Kids.
I was going to say Garbage Pail Kids. I had every one of their cards.
Dude, oh my gosh. My wife, we have so we found some cards, and I was like, oh, I remember this. This is like Garbage Pail stuff. Because she was like, ooh, what is that? We should throw it away. And I'm like, it's probably worth money. I looked it up. It's like worth like 28 cents. So there's no need to keep it.
Yeah.
But it was the Garbage Pail Kid, and I forget, it was like oh my gosh, it was some kid on a trash heap or something. I forget.
Yeah, I was just saying, I can't even remember any of.
This is like a year ago we found the card, so I should have it somewhat in my head. But so we started talking about all the different things, and just the matter of like remembering all that stuff. Did you see Ready Player One?
No.
You got to watch Ready Player One. Everything from your child, dude. It's like every 10 seconds you get a slap in the face, like, oh, I remember that toy. Oh, I remember that show. Oh, I remember that cartoon. I remember that comic book.
Is it on Netflix or I don't remember what streaming service, but I always see it and I'm like, skip.
Yeah.
Next.
You got to do Ready Player One. I don't have any streaming services right now. When it was like 6 months into not working film, we just sold everything and cut back, and you stopped paying for everything. Like, we don't need this, we don't need that, because we didn't know what we were gonna do. You know what I mean? The operator engineer union was there, and I was getting jobs here and there. It wasn't like I was without work. I had some work, but we just didn't know what our situation was going to end up like.
Yeah.
So you're sitting there, you're just not knowing what you're going to do. You sell everything, and then you go through stuff, and then you find the Garbage Pail Kid stuff, and then you find your old teddy bear that you had when you were a young kid. Like, I can't believe I have this. Where did this even come from? It's like, your mother gave it to us. It's like, oh, okay. Like, why didn't you tell me? It's like, oh, well, it's in a box. It's like, I didn't even know I had all this stuff.
Yep.
But I remember the Micro Machines.
Oh yeah.
The little tiny cars.
Yep.
I was always into car stuff.
Yeah.
The Knight Rider. I don't even know what scale, like 1/34th scale or whatever. A little car that came with the tractor trailer.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I was huge into Hot Wheels, Legos. Still am into Legos.
Yeah.
So much I 3D print them.
I know. I was telling folks about your 3D printing of a Christmas tree. Did you start?
No, I haven't started yet. It's going to be expensive and a lot of time, but I'll probably start it in the summer.
Do you have to buy your own separate printer just for the Christmas tree?
I'm going to have to steal one from the kids.
Uh-oh, don't do that. Don't do that.
Because it's going to be if I could get both my printers going.
Yeah.
It will be 4.5 weeks of printing.
Oh,
so between two of them, then it will be 3 weeks
of printing.
I could probably print 24/7 for 3 weeks straight. But
wow.
So I figure it's going to take me probably 4 months with fighting for trying to get some printer time in from the kids.
You let me know. I'll print a brick or two for you.
There you go.
Now that you made me buy one. Thanks, dude.
I got Cody to buy one too.
I know. Oh man. But seriously, buying that though, I mean, I've already printed so many different things. Like, dude, one of the things that I'm really stoked about, but it didn't work out right, but I'm still stoked about it. Hold on. So I have, since my wife and I, we have this production company, we have different microphones and lavalier mics and different things. So I said, why not print out some things to hold all the little bits and pieces so they're not just like in a bag and I could see them physically. So we printed these out. Now, they're really good quality. However, some of the pockets are just a little too deep, you know, so I'm going to have to either fill them or modify them a little bit so things don't sink down. But just this alone, just to organize all my film cases and all my gear cases, that 3D printer has already paid for itself. Yeah. Just in the organization aspect of all my film equipment. You got 15, 20 grand of just film equipment, not even computers and wires and stuff. Yeah. You have all that. You want to protect it, right? Yep.
The amount of things that you can do with the 3D printers. Yeah. You can scan vehicle parts, put it in, in your CAD program, design it, print it out, and in a couple hours, you've got your part. Yeah. For a fraction of the price.
Yeah. My buddy Daniel Adair is a professional fabricator 3D printer. I had him on and we talked, he built the hero glove, the Thanos glove.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
I think I've 3D printed one to hold my PlayStation controller. I think it's a Thanos glove.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, he printed the real one. And you guys go check that out. He was Daniel Adair. Awesome dude. Very talented man. Also interesting. Yeah, I mean, everything from like, he built stuff for Ant-Man and the Wasp, a bunch of Marvel stuff. And, it's just amazing that like he said the printer that we have, that's what he uses at work. They have a couple different, maybe more precise pieces of machinery, but for mocking up and, even for some final assembly stuff, he goes, dude, the PS1s are fine. Yeah. Or the P1Ss are fine. Yep. They do good quality.
Yeah. I've wanted to get 3D printer for years. Just, hey, it's Dominic's birthday. Let's buy him a 3D printer. So my 11-year-old son got a 3D printer for his birthday. Oh, wow. And it was for me. And used my son's birthday.
At least you're honest.
And like, man, he's gonna, you got it for me for my birthday. It's mine. And I'm like, I'm gonna have a hard time trying to, get some print time in because we got it for his birthday. Yeah. Can't say, hey, give me, because we did buy it for you, but secretly we used your birthday to buy it. Yeah. And then 2 weeks later, we bought a second one. Yeah. So
here's the thing, the day after they opened it on Christmas, I'm just like perusing, Marketplace, and sure enough, it has the AMS, the very first version of the AMS. Yeah. The whole setup, the guy was selling it for $300. It took me all the will to not go buy that. Yeah. Yeah. Cause I was like, oh man, we just got, maybe we can have two. We could set up a little, not a farm, but like, something we don't have to wait. Yeah. And my wife was like, where are you going to get the money? What are you going to do? You're going to sell one of those tools or motorcycle pieces that you have? It's like, oh.
Work a Saturday.
Oh man, we do. I do work Saturday. It just doesn't happen to be for construction. I would like to have a, I really enjoy what I do on my Saturdays. Yeah. So, to me, it's not work. Yeah. Yeah. I enjoy it. It's this,
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, as much as, I want to advance my career and, work and better myself and everything like that. I'm like, I'm perfectly fine with the Monday through Friday because want to go to the theme park, or I want to go boating, or I want to just be home with the kids and the family and whatever adventure we're going to get into today.
Yeah. You're more west than anything. You're not like northwest, are you?
As far as what?
For Georgia. Like where you live in Georgia. Like from where we work, are you northwest or are you southwest? Northwest.
West.
Yeah.
Northeast? North?
Okay, you're just north.
Northish?
Northish. You should definitely get a chance to go to Pine Mountain.
I want to.
Yeah, Pine Mountain's beautiful. There's a overlook over there. I forget what they call it. It's where the Theodore Roosevelt would go write his speeches, and it's like rolling up there with your Jeep with the doors off, right up there to the knob. Dude, it's gorgeous. And you see so far out. It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Georgia, you're a beautiful state. I
It
know
is.
that. Very, very beautiful.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, man, I want to thank you for coming on. I was always surprised that people say yes to come on, and I'm sure you'll come on again. Sometimes I'm afraid to ask people sometimes, like, hey, come on, like it's weird. You want to come on my podcast? We don't do anything except for talk about nothing or anything,
Yeah.
And when you said, yeah, I was like, oh, dude, this is cool, man. This is cool. So, man, I appreciate you so much for coming on. Like,
Absolutely. I'm glad that, you've asked me, and, before Christmas, and then I ended up getting sick, and like, when can we schedule it? Let me get better. Let me get over this, whatever I've got, flu, COVID, who knows? Let me get better. Let me get this out of my system, and
Yeah.
I'm down, and, like, well, we'll talk about who knows. I'm like, whatever. I'm going to go, and however it rolls, it's going to roll. We're going to have fun with it.
Nice.
So,
man. Well, that's cool. Well, dude, anytime you want to come on, you're part of our podcast family, and for all you guys out there listening, and, enjoying this program, getting to meet all my cool and interesting friends, I want to thank Chris for coming on, and I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Please like, subscribe. We're going to give away a gift when we hit 1,000 subscribers.
subscribe to the Bob Dodd Show.
And buy a 3D printer and start printing. Thank you, dude.
Absolutely.
And everybody have a good night. Thanks.